Cruise news time. Well, cruising has lost an icon. I'm seeing cruise ships everywhere, and there's a Carnival cruiser out there that's found a whole new reason to quit cruising, and it's a doozy. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Lido Loca. I'm your host, Tony, here with the latest cruise news updates. Well, happy Sunday, everybody. Man, we are about to put a bow on May. We only got one more day to go. Happy Memorial Day. Some gave all. I lost an uncle in the Vietnam War, my uncle Ricky Joe Medlin, and I just want to take a moment to acknowledge him, someone who I never met but gave everything for the country. And there's so many stories of people that are in the same boat who their family sacrificed so that someone could sacrifice for this country. So happy Memorial Day, everybody. We remember those that gave their lives for this country. Kicking off the cruise news, we have sad news coming out of California, where probably the most known cruise captain, at least for my generation, Gavin Macleod, Captain Stubing, captain of the Love Boat, has passed away. Gavin Macleod was 90 years old, just celebrated his 90th birthday this year. The Love Boat was, for many of us, our first introduction to cruising. I know for me, whenever you would mention cruising, I always thought of the Love Boat. And Gavin Macleod, working closely with Princess for so many years, a brand ambassador. I just saw him on a cast reunion a few months back and talking about all the fun they had cruising. The cool thing about the Love Boat is they actually did do some of those cruises. They actually went to locations, and yeah. Thank you, Gavin Macleod, for being our Captain Stubing. Thank you for continuing that on, and our thoughts and prayers go out to his family as they mourn his loss. Now let's swing the tempo up a little bit. I am 13 days from my cruise on the Adventure of the Seas out of Nassau, Bahamas. And I tell you what, I got the cruise fever. Somebody needs to take my temperature because everything I look at, I see cruising. We were chilling out last night. I got Jenny to watch this movie, Unhinged. If you don't know this about Jenny, she's a little bit of a road rager. And so I knew what this movie was about. And so I tricked her into watching it. She didn't love the movie, I'll just be honest. And maybe in hindsight, we shouldn't have watched it. But what I did not expect in this movie was there was a full-on scene regarding the cruise life. I was completely shocked. I was taken off guard. Let me just roll it for you. Well, here's the premise. There's a lady who offends this guy that's already kind of on the edge, and he makes her day really bad. It's a very graphically violent movie, so it was almost too much for me. But there was this one sweet scene about this poor unhinged man trying to get to the cruise ship. Let me roll it for you. Look, Denise from customer service, I don't see the exit, okay? It's not just right. Yeah, I see the whale tail. If I'm late for this cruise, I'm coming after you. Oddly enough, that was one of the most exciting parts of the movie for me. I had to keep rewinding it. I was like, Jenny, is that a whale tail? Somebody mentioned in our Facebook group today that the movie was shot in New Orleans, and so it was probably the Port of New Orleans that we saw there. So, yeah, it was pretty exciting. I guess we're probably always like that. Like, I always notice cruise ships, but maybe now that we're getting closer to cruising, I'm noticing it even more, and it's starting to pull me back into the exciting part of that cruise life. It's been some drudgery. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but I'm sure you guys have felt it too. Like, we love to think about that cruise life, but it's been so hard lately. I mean, it's been a long time, right? And so at least now we're starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel, and it was cool to see a very noticeable whale tail in that shot. Unhinged. Again, it's an interesting movie, but it's pretty violent. But I don't know. It reminds me of Falling Down. I really like that movie, Falling Down. I need to show Jenny that movie. All right. Now let's kick it over to today's main story. But before I do, let me quickly invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you like staying up to date with all of this cruise fun, please consider subscribing with the notification bell on. That way you don't miss out on any of these episodes. Doesn't cost anything. It helps us out. Thank you in advance. All right, let's jump into the title story. Carnival cruiser threats to quit cruising over this. Now, there's certainly many reasons here in 2021 to quit cruising, and I've seen them play out in the comments. We've had people say they'll quit cruising if they have to be vaccinated to go cruising. We've seen people say they'll quit cruising if they have to go on a cruise with unvaccinated people. We've seen people that say they'll quit cruising if they have to wear a mask to go cruising. We've seen people that say they'll quit cruising if they can't explore the port on their own. We've seen people say they'll quit cruising if they can't sit with other people in the main dining room. Well, all of those seem trivial when you compare it to this most excellent reason to quit cruising. Now, before I tell you what it is, let's play a little game. The game is called Troll or No. Troll or no. That's what we have to determine as we read this letter. Is this somebody who is just trolling, or is this a legit concern? Now, one of my favorite places to find this kind of material is over on Carnival brand ambassador John Heald's Facebook page. He does a fine job of fielding questions, and questions that he finds to be interesting or helpful, or something that he wants to get a poll answer to. He'll publish them, and that's the case today. So let me read this short correspondence that was sent to Carnival brand ambassador John Heald, a valid concern from the people, or that's what we're trying to determine. Message: I have an important and urgent question to answer before our cruise on the Vista in August. I love the sense of urgency. I was on the last cruise on the Conquest before the pandemic hit. The self-service ice cream machines were shut down, and you had crew persons serve the ice cream, shaking my head. Long lines snaking around the deck. Why do this? It was baffling to me and all the passengers we spoke with. It was really annoying. If Carnival intends to do this, we must be told in advance and have the choice to cancel without paying a penalty. Having ice cream 24 hours a day is a treat that we love. If this is taken away from us, then at least give us a discount on the cruise, a deal breaker for many, I would say. Wow, doesn't that letter scream troll or no? With a sense of urgency, this Carnival cruiser said, look, on our last cruise, we had ice cream anytime we wanted, but it was served to us by a crew member shaking my head. We surveyed many people around the ice cream machine, and they said this was no good. And so if this is going to be the case when cruising starts up again, like, they don't care about anything else. You better let us know if there's no... I'm sorry, guys. I really want to keep a straight face on this. Let me know if there's no self-serve ice cream so I can cancel my cruise, unless you want to give me a discount. It's got to be trolling. It's got to be trolling. Please tell me that's not where we're at in this world. Please tell me. Okay, let me kick it over to you. Troll or no? Would you cancel your cruise over self-service ice cream? What would you cancel your cruise over? Let's be nice to each other in the comments, if that's even possible. I don't think it is these days. The lines are drawn so deep. We don't have to be divided. We're all cruisers. Come on now. That complaint honestly reminds me of the list of people we should kick straight off the cruise ship. Please check that video out if you haven't seen it. Do me a favor, hit the like button, or I'm removing all of the bacon and tomatoes from the Guy's Burger toppings bar and replacing it with prunes. I got the power, just like Adam of Grayskull. This is Tony with Lido Loca, and until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye.